This video explains how you can skip the tests in Mocha testing framework, as well as how you can group the tests. So first of all, let us see how to skip the tests. Though there are two ways in which you can skip the tests, basically three ways actually. So let us try to understand how you can skip it using a describe and xid. So for example, we have got this file sec.js, and this is the describe function, and there are two tests in that. Now, to ignore all the tests in this describe block, what you can do is just put here skip like that, and those tests will not be executed. So now let us try to execute these tests. npx mocha is the command, and you will see that this sec block will not be executed. So you can see here it is saying 2 are pending under this sec block. These other tests are passed which are in the first test.js file. So that's how you can ignore these tests in Mocha. Now other way is, so when you do describe.skip, all the tests will be skipped, but sometimes what you want is just a few tests from this block should be ignored. So for that you can use xid function. So what it is doing is it will ignore only this test from this block, but this test will be executed. Now let us execute the test again. So this time you can see just one test is pending from the sec block, another test is passed. So that's how you can use this describe.skip and xid to ignore the tests in Mocha. Another way is you can ignore the file altogether. For example, we have got two files here, first test.js and sec.js. So what I want to do is I want to say execute tests from only sec.js. Then what you can do is npx mocha and ignore other files. So you can use sec.js. So what this will do is it will execute the tests in only that file, sec.js. But if you want to ignore all the tests in this file, you can use this command ignore. It is as simple as that. First of all, let us execute only the tests in this file. You can see there are two tests in this file, sec.js, and two tests are passed. Now let us ignore this file. Then what will happen is this file will be ignored. All the tests in this file will be ignored, but other tests will be executed. For example, in the test directory we have got first test.js. All the tests in that file will be executed. So let us execute this one. Not enough argument. Okay. So let us use that here. As you can see, 6 tests are passed from this first test.js file, but none of the tests is passed from this second file. So that is the syntax you can remember. npx mocha -- ignore, and then file name, and then all the tests will be ignored in that file. And if you remove this one, then what will happen is that only test in this file will be executed and the rest of the files will be ignored. Okay, moving on. Now grouping the tests. For example, now you can group the tests in different JS files like that, but sometimes what we want to do is we want to group the tests based upon certain features, and that features can be put in different JavaScript files as well. For example, this is one test. Take sagar length, say second file or second feature we can call it, or say string feature, let us call it. And in here there is another test, check string split functionality. Now what you want to do is you want to execute all the tests which has got string in their description. So there are two tests like that, one in sec.js file and another in first test.js file. So group the tests using that pattern, you can use a regular expression grdp command, and here you have to give the pattern. So what I'm telling here is that I want to execute tests whose description contains the string pattern. You can see two tests so far passed. One is from that asec file, and another is from that first test.js file. So same way you can do it with describe first argument as well. Like if we put string here, then what will happen is that two tests will be executed from this block or this file sec.js. Now let us see. It should execute now three tests, basically two from this file and the one from other file. So that's how you can execute the tests. Now other thing is that you want to invert it. For example, you want to execute all the tests which do not contain this string pattern, then you can use invert flags like that, and the remaining tests will be executed now. So 5 tests have executed and the other 3 have been ignored. So like that you can group the tests. It's very powerful feature in Mocha. So instead of just plain string, you can give any pattern like dot star, any regular expression as such you can use here. So that's it. If you have any questions on this video topic, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video.